on nephrotic syndrome. Nephrotic syndrome is manifested by massive proteinuria, which is more than 3.5 gram per day, which lead to hypoalbuminemia. And because of hypoalbuminemia, there is loss of oncotic pressure and sodium and water retention. So there is a generalized edema. Increased synthesis of lipoproteins in the liver, abnormal transport and decreased catabolism lead to hyperlipidemia and lipiduria. Causes of nephrotic syndrome: primary glomerular disease, membranous glomerulonephropathy, minimal chain disease, focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, membranoproliferative glomerulonephritis, and IgA nephropathy. Proteinuria can be selective proteinuria and non-selective proteinuria. Initially, there is low molecular weight proteins, albumin 7 kD and transferrin 76 kD. And non-selective proteinuria in advanced disease consist of higher molecular weight albumin and globulin. Systemic disease are diabetes mellitus, amyloidosis, SLE, drugs mainly NSAID, penicillamine, HIV, HBV, SCV and malarial infection, malignancy and hereditary nephritis also lead to nephrotic syndrome. Membranous nephropathy. Most common cause of nephrotic syndrome in adult. Etiology: primary 75% associated with HLA. Phospholipase A2 receptor act as a autoantigen. 25% cases secondary. Hepatitis and malarial infection. Drugs again mainly NSAID, penicillamine and gold. Carcinoma of lung, colon and melanoma. Autoimmune disease like SLE, rheumatoid arthritis. Systemic disease like Crohn's disease, diabetes and sickle cell disease. Morphology. Light microscopy. There is uniform diffuse thickening of the glomerular capillary wall. Immunofluorescent microscopy. There is granular bumpy electron dense deposition. Electron microscope shows granular deposits, effacement of podocytes and food processes. Silver stain shows spike and domes of silver staining matrix. Early stage. Light microscopically, the glomeruli appears normal or uniform, diffuse thickening of the glomerular capillary wall. Electron fluorescence microscope show granular deposits of immunoglobulin and complement. Electron microscopy. Irregular dense deposits between the basement membrane and overlying epithelial cells, which gives thickening to the wall. Later effacement of the food process. Basement membrane material laid down between these deposits and appears as an irregular spikes protruding from the glomerular basement membrane. This is the figure light microscope showing normal glomerular capillaries with thin wall, while another slide showing thick capillary walls which is stained by pus stain. This is the schematic presentation showing thickened basement membrane, spikes of the basement membrane, irregular dense deposition and effacement of food process. This is electron microscopic slide showing epithelium with effaced food process, thickened basement membrane and subepithelial deposition. Again this slide showing spikes and thickened basement membrane because of duplication. This is electron microscope showing electron dense deposits along the epithelial sides. Here the arrows show it. Clinical course: persistent proteinuria in 60% of patients. 40% of patients develop severe chronic kidney disease. 40% recurs in patients who undergo transplantation. Sclerosis of the renal biopsy leads to poor prognosis. Later stage, membrane thickening encroach on the capillary lumen and sclerosis of the mesenterium may occur. The epithelial cells of the proximal convoluted tubule contain protein resorption droplets and there may be mononuclear cell interstitial inflammation. Clinical feature: sclerosis of the renal biopsy leads to poor prognosis. Minimal chain disease, which is characterized by absence of immune deposits but has an immunologic basis. Age usually children 2 to 6 years. Etiology idiopathic. Pathogenesis: current hypothesis is immune dysfunction results in elevation of cytokine that damage visceral epithelial cells and cause proteinuria. Primary visceral injury lead to loss of glomerular polyionis, lead to defect in charge barrier, may contribute to proteinuria. Normal glomerular basement membrane shows pass stain. This is the slide showing there is absence of any deposition and flattening of podocytes. This slide shows the effacement of the food process. Again, electron microscopic slide showing effacement of food processes. Morphology: light microscopically glomeruli appears normal. Immunofluorescence, there is no deposition. Electron microscopy, bone marrow appears normal. Visceral epithelial cells show loss of food processes. Later, it is replaced by a rim of cytoplasm showing vacuolization and swelling. The cells of the proximal convoluted tubule are often laden with lipid and protein, reflecting tubular reabsorption of lipoprotein passing through diseased glomeruli, that's why another name of minimal change is disease is lipoid nephrosis. Clinical course: excellent prognosis, more than 90% response to steroid therapy. Renal functions remain normal, no hypertension or hematuria, selective proteinuria seen.